So we're back to working on the porch today. We are running out of painting days, and tomorrow is a good painting day to be able to have this done. So today is patch day. Basically what has happened is for years and years, no eaves trough on this back porch, no drip edge. The water has been dripping down onto this porch sill. It just goes along the whole length of the porch. But because of people kicking it, moving furniture in and out, it's just taken the brunt of the damage in this area. So this spot was fine. It just needs some Durhams to fill in where the tongue and groove got chipped a little bit on the top. So I'm just keeping the water from dripping on that right now because it was raining earlier. And what he's done so far is make a cut in the center of the boards to be able to push them out from the groove so that it doesn't break this tongue, and here where the tongue went in. So now he's going to sister up this 2x4 onto the porch joist or floor joist. Then it's got a full 2-inch nailing surface, rather than what we've seen a lot of people do is they will cut further back here and only have half that nailing surface available and support. So right now the floor is nice and strong right here, so there's no point in making that weaker by not doing that. It's going to be fixed up great with a new threshold and a new door sweep, and it'll help finish up this porch project that we worked on earlier this year. Using some clamps to hold that in place, and then he'll screw those in with construction screws. We really like to use these construction screws because they don't strip out like a Phillips head. So I actually picked up this tongue and groove flooring that matches the floor, but I realized it should probably be treated. So we picked up a treated, which is much less expensive per foot than the shorter sections because they're charging you for the convenience of cutting it for you. This piece was almost $6 and this piece was almost $10, and it's 8 foot rather than 3. So because new lumber is not as thick, even the width of it, these dimensional lumber is off. We're going to have to put a shim underneath here and here because it is just slightly off. You don't want to dip all of a sudden right there. So shim it from underneath, and then we decided to this one's a little bit narrower also and not quite as thick as the treated, so it was a better match. So this is the old board that we cut out, and this is the untreated. The thing about the untreated also, it does have these grooves because it's can be reversed in either direction, but it's always rough on that side. it is probably 1/4 of an inch less wide, and maybe 1/8 of an inch wider in the thickness. Now, from 100+ years of people stepping in and out, the edges of the boards here are rounded off quite a bit, and you can see that square edge is very noticeable. Not to mention that you can catch your toe on it and trip. So we have a router that we can use as a table router or a handheld router, and we're just going to take a round over bit to add to that and take that squareness off. If you don't have a router, you could use an orbital sander or a belt sander. You could use a wood planer or a wood rasp or wood file, and just gradually round that over a little bit. So we're finding, because of the width difference, we're not matching up very well with the previous boards. So here now we're off over 1/4 of an inch, and then we end up with a gap. So we're going to rip this board or cut it so that it's not a full length to fill in this gap, because to space these, if we space them, it's going to be a big space, and then all the dirt and paint's going to get stuck in the grooves. And if you fill it in with wood putty, it's going to be moving every time somebody steps on there. Over time, just cracking and coming out. Any wood filler like that doesn't stay pliable. So ripping another piece is going to be the answer. So without taking the door off or hitting the door frame, the size of the router or the head plate on it, we're able to clamp the boards together in the garage, and we're going to route them before they're installed.
Not like that. Pretty good?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Several minutes of setup time and 10 seconds of cutting. You know?
Always. Nice. Yep. Yeah, that's good. That's one thing that we didn't see in any of the videos of other people before we decided to make our own. No finish work. Well, if you made it this far, this means I found all my footage and got it edited together. The porch is redone, good and sturdy. The steps had been redone earlier this year along with the handrail, and we finally got these boards all finished with the threshold finished and a nice looking door to finish it all off. I hope you like these types of videos. We're gonna keep them coming in the new year. Remember to hit the thumbs up, to give us a like, and help boost us in those suggested videos. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.